Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping. Today I am going to share with you a couple of fancy fold or extra special cards using the Sweet as a Peach stamp set. And I'm super excited about sharing this with you because I've just been looking at these all week and I am just so excited. So this is the stamp set we'll be using, and it is the bundle, so it has all the dies, which I've already got out, so I can't show them to you, but this is so pretty, and I have a way of making the peaches look real. So let's get started. So for the first one, I'm not going to show you, well, maybe I will. This is what we're making, and we're going to make it an easel card, which, I mean, look at this. It's so gorgeous. I'm just tickled. So let's get started on that. So first off, we are going to use the Calypso Coral 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to go ahead and score that in half. But my scoreboard or my scoring tool is on the other side of the room, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. So since I am doing these ahead of time, you have 2 days from today, Thursday, to get in your comments at the bottom of the video. That's what I'm trying to say. And then you can be in the drawing, and I will mail these out from Arizona. So we're going to go ahead, and normally you would just score this in half, but I'm just going to fold it and just make it in half. So that works. And it doesn't matter. You want it to be a mountain fold, but we can start with the other fold. And then you're going to put this on here to make your easel. It's very easy. So this is 5.5 by 4.25. So it's exactly 1/4 of a sheet. And we're going to go ahead and put this on here for now. And since we know that this is where the tape will go, I'm going to go ahead and just put that on right now. Excuse me. And make sure it's on there really well. And I forgot to mute everything. So I'm sorry, my phone is buzzing, but hopefully you didn't hear that. If you did, sorry about that. All right, so now we have that ready to go. So let's put this aside. We're going to come in with our DSP, and all the measurements will be on my blog, so you can go there to get them. This is the one that goes with the peaches, and we're going to put it on top of Early Espresso. So let's do that. This paper is so pretty, and this is what made me want to change the colors for the peaches to kind of match this. So let's see. Hoping I can get this straight. Pretty close. All right. Then we're going to wrap ribbon around, and we are using the, let's see if I can find it. I had everything sitting right here, which is what I say every week. Okay, it is the, what is the name of this? It is, so sorry. The peach color. Pale papaya. Excuse me. My goodness. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut that so that it goes across. And I'm going to tie a bow, but I'm not going to put it on quite yet because I want this just to sit there for now. Yes, I can do this now. I was trying to see if I needed to do something else first, but I got this. Hopefully that's in a good spot. Okay, So now that we have that, I'm going to go ahead and put this onto the front of that card because that was the only thing I had to do before I could put it on. And I made this a very big border because I just thought this was so pretty. I wanted it to really shine. Okay. All right, so now we got to do some stamping. What we did was cut out this shape from the Hippo and Friends, which I use a lot. So if you haven't gotten it yet, make sure you do. You could have, to save paper, cut it out at the middle of the early espresso in the back, and it would never be seen. You can't see it, so it's all good. I should have done that. I didn't. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and stamp our peach, and let's get that. And I'm going to go ahead and use, since we use Calypso Coral as the base, we're going to use Calypso Coral as the peach. So I'm just going to go like this, and then we are going to stamp the leaf, which I wanted, because this is a stem and a leaf. I want to use the markers so that I can make the stem part brown with early espresso. And because the Pear Pizzazz is the color in the DSP, we're going to go ahead and use Pear Pizzazz. Don't forget, if you can, like my thing and leave a message so that you can go ahead and get in for the drawing. I'm also going to do Sweet as a Peach. Let's see, here we go. And we're going to just trim that out. I'm going to put it towards the bottom so it's easy. Sorry if my head gets in the way. Okay. And one more thing. We are going to do Thanks for Being As, and that is going to be an early espresso. And we're going to stamp that. And I'll do that also by the bottom so that we can die cut that. So this set has all the dies for this. The peach would go like this, and the leaves go like this. This one we'd have to do separate. But the coolest thing, you know how I've been saying how I love this cut on my sentiments? Well, they have a die for that now. So it is going to go like, like that. So let me go ahead and do those, which I've already got done. But I wanted to make sure that I didn't take up too much time. So I'm going to trim these out so I can cut that Sweet as a Peach out. And I'll use these later. And I do need my trimmer. Okay. So because I'm going to die cut that later, I'm just going to set it up to do this one. And since that's a smaller die, I can do that and not have it be messed up. All right. So we're just going to go straight across. And then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger because, well, no, I think I'm going to just make it a square this time, or a rectangle, whichever. And let me cut off the other side. Trying to change it up just a tad. There we go. All right. So now we have that. So let's go ahead and put these together. So here's my peach. And Thanks for Being As, in that really cool cut. And I'm going to get out my liquid glue and only do part of it because the other part hangs over. So we don't need it to be huge on this side or cut up. Okay. And then I'm going to put a mini dimensional on this, on the end, because this whole thing is getting popped up. Love that those fit in so perfectly. And then a regular dimensional, which is, I know I have some because I have a ton. You can hear me opening up all my drawers. All right, let's find it. And usually when this happens, I have to run and just get me a new pack. So I think that's what I'll do. Hold on one second. It's not like they won't get used, right? Because I use them all the time. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of this. Let's move everything so that you're not distracted, hopefully. Okay, so this is going to go, where is that piece that I cut out? Here it is. All right, so this is going to go towards the top. I've had a tickle in my throat all day. Hope you guys are doing well, by the way. All right, so this is going to go right about here. Then we're going to bring in my glue dots. And put on the stem that we've already cut, and it's all ready. Where did I put that? This seems to be the motto all the time, every week. Where's that? What's that? Okay, so it's here somewhere. I have it moved, and I brought it in. We are going to find it. Excuse me. Oh, here it is. It was upside down. That's why I didn't see it. So we're going to go ahead and just roll it up, roll up my glue dot, and just put it, I want to show you how I'm doing this. Well, I'm going to have to do it on my nail. Put it at the bottom because the top does stick out. And then we're going to put a dimensional on this, just one part. Because that's going to hang over also like this one. All right, so this is going to go in, and when I see it's hanging over, but it's still going to be good. All right, so this is going to go on the front over the ribbon, and for once, I'm going to do it flat, which I know is not my usual, but such a pretty card. It doesn't need to be popped up. All right, so I'm going to have it go right in the middle of this die. All right, then we're going to do Sweet as a Peach, and I'm going to do that flat also. And that's going to go right here. Okay, and then we are going to tie a bow to put on the side. So I always do bunny ears, and I crisscross them like you're going to tie a knot, push it through, and then I just kind of let go, and this flap just always kind of flips around, and it just makes it sit perfect. I don't know why that is, but I love it. Okay, so let's make our ends pretty. Okay. And get out my glue dots again. It's another thing I use a lot of. It's essential. And I do 3 usually, 1 on the knot and 2 close to the knot. So it definitely will not leave. Okay, then of course we have to do the bling. So let's take your pick tool, and I am going to put the peach color, the parfait, or the, goodness, why did my brain just shut off again? The pale papaya color is going to go on a couple of the flowers. Let's see there. And then we're going to do two, a big one and a small one of the green. And then we're going to do one more because, of course, I did a odd number. So look at how pretty that is. All right, so for the inside, again, we're going to put the same layout as we did on the front with the early espresso. And instead of the DSP, we're going to use white so that it matches. And then we are going to stamp our leaves. Let's see if I can find those right here. And we are going to stamp those in the Pear Pizzazz because that is the color that we are putting through. I try to always stay with the same color theme so that it makes it easier. All right, so we want it to be about here because this is going to be our thing that holds up our easel. All right, then we need to stamp the, let's see, where did it go? Well, there is a stamp that does the 3 little peaches for the inside, and I must have it being used elsewhere because I've got classes going on. Yay! So let's just say I did those. And then we are going to make those. Let's see, put these here. And those are, I stamped those in the same color as that I did before. Here's another one, and there's one more. Let's see if I can find it. Well, goodness gracious. Huh. I had everything ready to go. Okay, so I will show you part of it and then I'll find the other piece another time because it doesn't seem to want to be here. And I know as soon as I move on, it's going to be there. All right, so I have the 2 here and they're not stuck together. And I am going to use dimensionals because they have to be popped up to hold on to the flap. All right. So, I mean, really, you don't have to have 3 because it does look good with 2, but I want 3. So I will show you where the third one would go. So this one goes here, and the third one would go right here. So this, well, let's first put this together, and then I'll show you what the original looked like. You guys know how it is. As soon as you do a live show or start the video, things just get up and walk away. All right, and then we are also going to put thanks so much in early espresso because these are the colors we're using. And I think that the pale papaya would just be too light. So let's hope that that's somewhat straight. It's not. I'm still seeing if I can find that one. So I'd like to finish this. I just thought it was sticking down on something. All right, so this is going to go on the inside. And when I find that other little peach, we will put it inside, or I will. All right. So you bring it over here and you put this in the middle like we did on the front. Okay. So then when you go to give it to somebody, just tell them that you need to have this be up top. So isn't that gorgeous? All right, so for the next one, we have a piece of 4 1/4 by 11 of the pale papaya. And we're going to go ahead and fold that in half. And then use my bone folder and make a nice crisp edge. Okay, so don't forget that I have my besties group that meets monthly, and oh my gosh, we're having so much fun. And it only costs $34 or $41 if you get it mailed to you, but you get like $20 worth of product plus all the stuff for the class. So that is what is so cool, is that we can have all of that for, you know, I want to get paid by Stampin' Up, not by you guys. All right, so I did not get the DSP, so I'm going to grab that real quick. But first, we're going to go ahead and cut this at 2.5, going this way. So 2.5 from the bottom, so 2.5. And I'm just going to stand up and bring in my cutter and just go straight across. Okay, and then we're going to bring it in and go a little bit on the side. See if you can see this. Whoops, this way. Where the score line is right there, you want to have it be a little bit bigger than the score line, only because that big bump you don't want there. So let's see if I did a good job. Well, you really need to take this off a little bit more, but I'm going to do that with my scissors because it's easier. Okay, so just follow your fold. There they are. I knew they were close. And if you do it from the back, you can really see that that should not be there. So it just makes it fold nicer. There we go. All right. So my front will have that covered. All right, let me grab the DSP. It is also from this set, and I am going to go ahead and put this here, and we are going to trim it. And this will be at 5 and let's say 1/4, 5 1/4. Okay, so this is going to get put right here. Now, I've never done this fold before, or this special of a card. I've done other things with peekaboos, but not this way. All right. So now when we go to open it, it's just going to be like that. So again, we are going to use the early espresso because that goes with this, and the white. But first we're going to stamp more. So this time, this is going to make the peaches look more realistic. So that's what I really like. So we need the Calypso Coral. Let's see, put it that's there so you can see it. The Pale Papaya. And there's my peach. Let me clean it real quick so that it doesn't have the stuff from last time on it. Love my chamois. Love it. Okay, so you're going to, let me move these up just a tad. All right, so you're going to put it into the Pale Papaya and get a dauber. And I need to find my dauber. I know it's here. Oh, and I found the stamp. My goodness. Oh, here's the dauber. It was under my dimensionals. All right, so you get this inky, and then you take your Calypso Coral and you just follow this edge where it has that nice little, I don't know what you would call that. They show it on there. So Look at how pretty that is. It looks so real. So each time, let me clean it. I'm going to put the highlights in a different place because I don't want it to be like always in the same place. And so this one's going to be at the top. I love this. Okay, hope you guys like it. I think it's pretty cool. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and now we've done it on the side and the top. Let's do it at the bottom. So you're just tapping it with the color, and it's a darker color, so it really does show up. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so then we are going to do the leaves again, but this time we're going to do them a little, well, a different color. And I wanted to show how you can do the whole, use soft succulent and early espresso, but have it just gives it a whole different look when you do this. All right, so I'm not going to do all three because one will show you, and I've already got them cut out. But I wanted to make sure you saw the difference, even though I'll show you when they're cut out. All right. All right, so isn't that pretty? I love that one. All right, so we would do two more. And then now we're going to do flowers in the same way that we did the peaches. So we're going to put it into the pale papaya and just highlight a couple places. And since this is a darker ink, it doesn't matter that you're pouncing on top of the pale papaya because it won't change that. So you're going to do that twice with the two colors. So we're going to cut all that out. Let me go ahead and close these. Knowing me, I would put my card on top of a dirty one. All right, so we are going to bring in this and we are going to make our peaches. So here they all are. First, let's move this so that I can put them together. Then we'll bring it in. All right, so bring this. So we're going to go ahead and do what we did before with the glue dots and just put it at the bottom of each one because it hangs over. So you're folding it down and just having it be closer. And the thing is that this needs to have a glue dot down here too, because we have nothing supporting it on the back. So we want it close to that, and then make sure when you put this on that that piece goes on there. Well, now we have, hold on, I need to put it down just a little bit further because you don't want it to show. Whoops. It can't be on the other side or it will close your card. All right, there we go. So now we have that, and let's do the others. Because this is sticking over your flap, so it will go onto the other side. And I need to put it at the bottom and on the side. And I'm just having them all be the same just because it just makes it easier. Okay. Aren't those pretty? Okay, then we have one more. Just at the bottom. Make sure it's not sticking out, and then one on the side. Okay. And you can always turn it over, make sure nothing's showing. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and just put some adhesive about halfway on the bottom. And let's do one here. Yeah. One here. All right, so now we have the flowers that we're just going to put in between each one because that will make it more like pop more. And we're going to use dimensionals on these just because I want them to be bigger and they're not hanging over the top like the others. And I'm using a mini for this first one. Put that here. Then we're going to go ahead and put this one flat. And you can use liquid glue, that'd probably be easier. Okay, so this is gonna go here, and then we're gonna put a small one over top of it, and again, we're going to put a dimensional on it. The inside is just as pretty as this front, so this really made me happy. This is like when I used to stamp by myself, and I would always tell myself when I did something good that I'd be like, oh my gosh, you did such a good job. And my family would shake their heads like, why is she talking to herself? Well, nobody was there with me. I needed somebody to tell me how great these looked. All right. And then we're going to do one more small one and dimensional. Let's put it here because that's in the middle. It's different than what I did the last time. And then I am going to do one thing just a little bit different on this one. Because I'm going to tuck it in under this, hopefully. Let's see if I can. Just to have it be just a little bit different than the others. Okay, so now for the inside, we are going to bring in the white and the brown. Just need the white for now. And I am going to stamp the peach again. This time we're not die cutting it. We're just putting it on there. Just trying to find it. Here it is. And let me clean it because I got Calypso Coral on there. Or not Calypso Coral. Is it? Yes, Calypso Coral. For some reason, I thought that was the other one. Never mind. All right, so we're going to... Now, I'm wondering which one of those you like the best. Myself, I like... Whoa, I forgot to do the shading to make it look real. Good thing I didn't stamp. All right. I like it going along this edge because that's where that divot is in the stamp. And then that way... It just looks more natural. And you want it down here at the bottom. Just love that. And then you will put in your stem. And this is not going to be die cut either. So we are going to color it again with early espresso and then soft succulent. All right, so this is going to go, I hoofed on it just to be sure. Oh, isn't that pretty? God, I love that. Okay, so then we are going to say, hope your day is, but we want to do sweet as a peach first. And to make this look like, I get so tickled, to make it look like the peach, because it's saying a peach, we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to highlight the peach word with the Calypso Coral. Huff on it and then put that here. I just think that looks so pretty. And then we will do Hope Your Day Is As. And that's going to be, let's see if I can find it, right here in the early espresso. And that's going to go on top, and hopefully I've got it straight. Gosh, I'm scared. Oh, good job. Okay. So this is going to go ahead and go on my early espresso. Now, if ever like it doesn't go, start up here where you already have a line, and then it automatically will grab it. And I mean to do this every time, but I get carried away and start doing it the way I've always done it instead of doing it the way I'm trying to teach myself. All right. So the 22nd of every month is the break off date to join the besties. So be sure that you join before the 22nd to get in for the next month. Next month, August. Yes, we are. No, this is August. We are going to do something from the brand new catalog next month. So you won't want to miss that. Plus, the three of us have totally different ideas. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put some more of these on because you have to, you know, I mean, it's like a given to me is that you need to have this on. All right, so I have cat hair everywhere. All right, so I'm going to do the peach on the flowers and then do a couple green here. And because I'm out of peach, yes, I do have another set. Love these Genial Gems. So remember, everything's written on my blog. So you can always find out all the dimensions, everything that was used. It has the links to go to my store. And if you buy $35 or more, you will get the fixins for this card. So that's what is so cool. All right, so now we just have to do happy birthday on the front because we want it to have a sentiment on the front. So I have this strip and happy birthday. Let's see if I can get it straight. Yes. Okay. I should probably trim this up just a tad bit, so I'm going to, just because that happy birthday seems a little bit big. That's better. All right, and then I'm going to cut it like the other one that has the die for it, because that's really fun. Okay, and this is going to go flat. I hope you like this as much as I do, because I'm just so tickled by it, as you can tell. Whoop. As soon as I lifted it up, it went willy wonky on this edge. There we go. All right, so what do you think? We have this one and we have this one. This one is the easel card, which is so pretty. And this one has where you can open it up and it's like a peekaboo card. So let me know when you, I will do the drawing 2 days after this goes live, and we will tell you, like we'll contact you via probably DM you and see which one you want. And then what happens is that I will mail it from Arizona, which is where I'm at right now. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for coming. I hope to that you love this, and we will talk to you next week. Thanks.